Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Amplify. This is a live edition coming to you from New Orleans at the NAREB National Conference. And I'm here with the lovely ladies of the Housing Initiative team at Cross Country Mortgage, CCM. Hello, ladies. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming on. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, Delilah. I'm Beatrice Hernandez. I'm the Regional Housing Initiative Ambassador at Cross Country Mortgage.
Welcome.
Marlena Scott, Senior Director on the Housing Initiatives team.
Jamie Banks, SVP of Housing Initiative.
Yes, and again, thank you, ladies, for joining me. We again live coming to you in New Orleans, and we are having this like New Orleans high tea theme. Okay, as you can see, the little table. But I've been spending a lot of time with the ladies here, and it has been a great time, a great conference. And there was a question that came up because first of all, there's a lot of women here.
Oh, yeah.
It is very
Absolutely.
powerful here. And one of the questions, we represent a really big, diverse group. We face a lot of challenges in our communities, and we need to talk about how, like, to better come together, right? Instead of doing it in silo. Just kind of using the example of the women's gymnastics team for the USA who just won gold, right? There was strength in numbers, collaboration. Tell us, ladies, and I'll start with you, Marlena. Sorry.
Dive right in.
Yeah, we'll dive right in, girl. Like, what does that mean to you? Because we do face challenges, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get started.
Well, so I go back to the gymnastics. I love the fact that the whole team is diverse. They come from all different backgrounds. And I think when we come from all different backgrounds, we can make more of an impact because diversity of thought as well as diversity of representation is key to success to make impact in our communities,
Yep.
uplifting women around us, and just everything we're doing in our careers too.
I love it. Beatrice, what are your thoughts?
I agree 100% with Marlene. I think we're better together.
Yeah.
Strength in numbers is key, especially, working in a male-dominant environment where, males run this show.
Yes.
Here, more or less, we're very powerful women. We are very impactful, and we have an intention. And the intention is to obviously continue to push forward.
Amen. Love it. Jama, your thoughts?
You save me for last. I feel
Yeah.
like everybody says what I would say, but I'll add to what
Yeah.
this lovely lady said is I agree with 100%. Diversity in thought is key because when you have diversity in thought, you can do things you never thought you could do.
Absolutely.
Right? Everybody
true.
fills in the gaps.
Yep.
Everybody pulls each other up. If someone's having a bad day, or if someone is got brain freeze, or can't
Yeah.
think, or
Yeah.
is stuck, there's always somebody there who has a different perspective, comes from a different background, has a different experience that
Absolutely.
can help break through that barrier.
You said it. I love the add-on, and it's true. You guys, because we're all moms,
Yes.
right?
We are.
And so, on top of being moms on a day-to-day, whether we're empty nesters like myself or younger children like you, Marlena, but we all still are in a different season, and we never stop being moms, right? So I know that's something that us women have to incorporate on the day-to-day on top of the career.
Right.
I will say, yesterday, Marlena, you said something. I know this was not scheduled. You said something. You're like,
I say a lot of things. I don't
no, but she did. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna really, my career will always be there. The work will be there, but you're gonna be more intentional with spending time with your family.
Yeah.
Why is that important? Like, where did that come from?
That came from the fact that my daughter just turned 1 and how much she's progressed over the last couple of weeks. I was like, I don't want to miss out on any of those moments.
Yeah.
So being more intentional with your time management was like something that stuck out.
Yeah, that's something. Beatrice, is there anything that that was a wonderful, and that's advice as well too, right? Like, it's okay to pause, to go and spend time with your family, because the job, the career is always going to be there. Whether you're an entrepreneur like myself or you work in corporate America, it's still going to be there. Beatrice, any thought on that, or some nugget that you give out?
For me, I'm obviously, I have older children.
Yeah.
I'm, in and out most of the time.
Okay.
But for me, it's obviously, family first.
Yes.
Above everything else, and trying to leverage being a mom. And then obviously, the soccer enthusiast for the 12-year-old or the mass mentor to the 18-year-old. But obviously family is first, so that's always going to be number one priority.
Yeah. Jama, any thought?
But didn't last.
Oh,
Again,
sorry.
no, I'm kidding.
You're next.
Save the best for last. Save the best for
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
You never can get time back. That's
Yeah.
the one thing you can't get back is time.
Yes.
And I cherish all the moments with my kids. And they're
Yeah.
older now, but like me and my daughter, we take trips.
Yeah.
Me and her. Like,
It's
you know,
important.
you can't
It
get
is.
time back, and I don't want to look
It
back and
is.
regret
And
missing anything.
it's important for us to be here, like at these conferences, whether NAREB, NAREB, NAMBA, whatever, to represent in our industry, especially women, right? But also to spend those moments with our families and not miss out on the importance because, you know, I get it. Speaking of kids, so yesterday I made a post about the ladies. It was a financial literacy bingo. Like, what was like the?
Yes.
What was
So
it? Yeah.
financial education. It was planting the seed, and we came up with a bingo game to help the students learn more about debt, savings, definitions of like a loan, all of those
Yeah.
things. Yep.
It was so cute. You guys had the bingo cards.
Yes.
They were. I remember you would say credit
They
or
loved it.
mortgage.
It was so
And then-
They loved it.
And then you gave them a bunch of sugar.
But I did say their mom and dads had to like say it was okay to eat it.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I get it.
after that, I can't take responsibility.
Yeah.
And I loved it because I got to, and again, thank you for inviting me. I got to participate, take some content for them. And first of all, the kids were super open to learn. I was
Yes.
really surprised because all of us, we didn't learn this at
No.
school. None
Absolutely
of us
not.
learned financial literacy, credit, real estate, home ownership in schools. So kudos to you ladies. But how is it important? I'm going to start with Jama. Like, how did you feel with all the kids? I don't want to say
So
that.
first, I want to shout out Tanya Banks. She's on our
Yeah.
team
Yeah,
too.
hey,
She put
Tanya.
a lot of effort into
Yeah.
creating those games for the kids
Uh-huh.
and coming up with the concept. So, but honestly, as a team, kids are important.
Yeah, they
Young
are.
minds are important. You know, we talk about generational wealth. We talk about education. Education to me is a foundation for everything. So,
Amen. Love
as we're
it.
on this quest for generational wealth, you got to start young. And so
We do.
we'll always support the babies. I love the
I
kids.
I
They're near and
did.
dear
It
to my
was
heart.
awesome.
And yeah, I believe in it. So,
Yeah, I agree. Beatrice, how did you feel yesterday?
You know, actually, I was very impressed with my team. You know,
Okay.
because for me, obviously, being a third generation, Mexican American, born in the U.S.
Yeah.
I was never taught this, right? When I was little, for me, it was more like, Dad, me das mi sábado y mi domingo. It was like a quarter back in the days, right? I mean, a quarter back in the days was I can buy 5 Reese's Pieces at a cent each. So I think that was amazing. I think we have to get them started young.
Yes.
Having them understand what a dollar means and how to save and how to get a piggy bank and how to educate themselves on the importance of a dollar. Comes a long way now these days,
It's
by the
true.
way.
It's
So
true.
I was very impressed. I'm so happy that we're pushing forward with the youngsters and teaching them the financial literacy education of the side of it and getting them ready.
Yeah.
Getting them ready.
Marlena?
Super important.
Well, I have to give a shout out to NAREB for having the Youth Academy.
Yes. Thank you,
because
NAREB.
You are like
Yeah,
cultivating
for sure.
young minds.
Yeah.
And really making an impact. And I was impressed because they were telling me things about stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, you do know. Maybe a little bit more than I do, but I think investing in the younger generation is investing in the future of just everything in our country. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. We got to start young because none of us, home ownership is so powerful as a whole. And I always talk about there's power in properties. When you own a home and you're part of a community, it's impactful. I don't care what anyone says. It has changed my life. All of us here, it has changed our lives. And I love the fact that you ladies are really getting involved, engaged, and you guys dove in. You guys should have seen them. There were a lot of kids, like little kids and like teenagers. And those teenagers, woo, they were hard. But shout out to you guys. And the last thing I want to talk about this team. So I'm very impressed. And again, honored to be partnering with you guys. I love that I feel like I'm a part of the team, not part, but they're a wonderful group of ladies here. And I like that CCM has this initiative. We'll start with Jama. This housing initiative team, is it your passion project? Why is it so important to you?
The title, not so much. The purpose and the mission,
Uh-huh.
absolutely my passion,
Yeah.
right? And we're here, and we're doing what we're doing, partner with NAREB, partnering in the communities, because
Mhm.
first and foremost, being on your podcast, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Is to create awareness of who we are.
Like
so let's
that.
let the industry know who CCM Housing Initiative Team is,
Yep.
right? So as we're on our quest, we can gain friends and
Yeah.
partners along our journey, right?
Yep.
Because we're passionate about what we're doing. We want everyone to see how passionate we are,
Yeah.
and we're not just here to check a box or to feel like the
Yes.
corporate whatever you want to call it, but
Yeah.
we're truly here we're on a journey. Our journey's just getting started.
Amen. I
And
love that.
we're gonna build friendships as we go, partnerships as we go, but we need to let people know who we are and
I
let
love
them
it.
get to know us.
Get
and
yourself
get to
out
know
there.
them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Marlena?
Well, I have to give kudos to Jema because she put together a fantastic team, and she made a comment earlier about collaboration or differences of thought. And
did.
each one of us brings something special to the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
So where one may struggle in or may not be their strength, another one has a gap or can fill that gap in. So I think that is fantastic, and Jema summed up why we're here.
Yeah.
Very well. So I'm not going to add to that.
No, absolutely,
Beatrice.
100%. I am the last one. Save the best for last this time. But I come from again, recruiting. Was
Yeah.
my niche. And having to leave recruiting and in a cross-functional role with obviously diversity, equity, and inclusion,
Yes.
and now part of cross-country mortgage with the housing initiative team was super important for me. I love where we're going. We are on a quest, like Jema mentioned. This is a mission. And we're just getting started.
I love
Stop
it.
by and visit us today. We're
Yes.
going to be here until Friday.
Yes.
But we're bringing the awareness and the education, and that's
I love
what's important
it.
right now.
Yeah.
I love it. And again, the team, they really collab together. They are powerful.
We're
And
powerhouse.
yeah, I feel it when I'm with there. Yeah, guys.
Shout out Tanya and Kathy.
Yes, there is. There's a whole group of wonderful ladies here that is not here on Amplify. But if you are at NAREB, come by the Cross Country Mortgage booth.
Yes, please do.
Say hello. They have a lot of tchotchkes
Come
out,
see us.
and it was a blast last night at the expo.
Oh.
And we're going to have another great evening tonight. You guys, thank you for watching another episode of Amplify, where we like to highlight and spotlight movers and shakers. And these ladies are powerful, so I encourage you to connect with them. Thank you for watching. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.